with the last three sums, that is D, E and F, and we are done with the chapter. Sum number D says minus 204 plus 5 plus 21. Minus 204 plus 5 plus 21. Now here we do not need to remove any brackets. There are no brackets to remove. All we need to do is shift the positives to one side and shift the negatives to one side. They are already here, no doubt, in their original places. If you put your hand here, you have your minuses that side and the pluses this side. But I always say keep the pluses to the left and the minuses to the right. So we put plus 5 here along with plus 21. Leave a little space and write minus 204. Now I have my positives to one side and I have my negatives to one side. I can add my positives and get one answer. So 5 and 1, 6 and 2 gives me 26 plus 26 minus 204. Now I have a plus 26, a positive 26 and I have a negative 204. And the rule states that when the signs are different from the greater, take away the smaller, put the sign of the greater number. Now since this is a big number and a small number, you can do your rough work out here. RW, rough work. So I have 204 and from that I have to subtract 26. Why am I doing this? Because the greater number is a negative number and the smaller number is a positive number. When I have one positive and one negative, from the greater I take away the smaller, but I put the sign of the greater number. So from 204 I take away 26. So this becomes 1, this becomes 10, becomes 9, this becomes 14. 14 take away 6 gives me 8. 9 take away 2 gives me 7. And 1 is left. So my answer 178. 178. 178. What sign do I put? I put the sign of the greater number, negative. Now I can put negative because if a number is negative, you have to put a negative sign. If the answer is a positive number, then you don't have to put a sign. Just leave the number as it is. A number without a sign means that it is a positive number. Let's go to the next sum. Part E. Minus 75 plus 65 minus 105 minus 105. Now here I have a negative, a positive and I have a bracket to be removed. So I need to remove this bracket. And what is the rule? The rule states to remove a bracket you must multiply what's outside the bracket with what's inside the bracket. Here I have to again multiply the signs and therefore this rule applies here, where you multiply the signs to find out which sign will bear or which sign will be borne by this number after multiplying the signs inside and outside. So I have minus 75 plus 65. Minus into minus, minus into minus, you can see the answer is plus. Now I have two positives and one negative. Keep always your positives to the left and keep your negatives always to the right. So I change the position, plus 65, plus 105. Remember to leave a little space and then write minus 75. Leave a little space and then write minus 75. So that there is no confusion. You know that the pluses are to one side and the negatives are to the one side. Why? Why do I put the positives together and all the negative numbers together? Because all positives can be added and you get one positive number. All negatives can be added and you get one negative number. And then you decide what do you do. Do you subtract or do you add? Do you subtract or do you add? Actually, you subtract. Addition is done only when the signs are the same. All positives are added and you get a positive number. All negatives are added and you get a negative number. After that, you have no other option but to subtract. But you have to take away the smaller number from the greater number, and the answer must bear the sign of the greater number. 5 and 5, 10. 6 and 1, 7 plus 0 gives me 7 and 1. So I have a positive 170, a positive 170 and a negative 75. Now I got a positive 170 and a negative 75. One is a positive, one is a negative. From the greater, take away the smaller, put the sign of the greater number. So again, if it's confusing, make a rough work so that you get your answer absolutely correct. So 170, from that I am going to take away 75. Again I have to borrow, this becomes 6, this becomes 10, this becomes 0 and this becomes 16. 10 take away 5, 5, 16 take away 7, 9. So my answer is 95. Put the sign of the greater number, positive sign, but I do not put positive in my answer. A number without the sign is understood that it is a positive number. Let's go to our last sum for the day. F minus 113 minus 23 plus 90 minus 50. Now again, as you can see, there are 4 numbers, but one number is in the bracket that needs to be removed. And how will it be removed? It will be removed by using the rule of multiplication of signs. Minus into minus plus, minus into minus will change to plus. So I have minus 113, minus into minus plus 23, plus 90, minus 50. So here I have all my 4 numbers. There is a negative number, another negative number, a positive number, another positive number. So I'll put the positives to one side and the negatives to one side. Again, my question is, why am I putting the positives to one side and the negatives to one side? Because negatives can be added and you can get one negative answer. Positives can be added and you can get one positive answer. In addition of signs, only 2 or 3 positives or as many positives there. All positives can be added and you can get a positive number. All negatives can be added and you can get a negative number. Positives and negatives can be added and got numbers in their own signs, positive and negative. But when I have a positive and a negative, then I have to subtract, I cannot add. So 3 plus 0 gives me 3, 9 plus 2 gives me 11. So I get a positive 130. 3 and 0 gives me 3, 1 and 5 gives me 6 and 1. So I get a negative 163. Now as you can see, the positive number is a smaller number and the negative number is a bigger number. So from the greater, take away the smaller, put the sign of the greater number. Positives can be added to get a positive number, negatives can be added to get a negative number. But a positive and a negative, from the greater you take away the small. From the greater, take away the small. So again I can do a rough work out here. So I will take 163 and from that I am going to subtract 113. 3 take away 3, 0, 6 take away 1, 5 and 1 take away 1, 0. So the answer is 50. 50 what? Negative 50. Put the sign of the greater number. So that's all for today. These are the 3 sums that have to be completed in your notebook. With that we come to the end of this chapter. We will be starting with playing with numbers from tomorrow. Do keep your work updated and complete and do take